Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, we're doing a subscriber giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway on the 1st and the 15th of every month for $50 for a random subscriber. All you have to do to enter is subscribe, comment on any video, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. And once you do it once, you're entered for life. And it's going to be on the 1st, 15th of every month. A random subscriber will be chosen to win $50. As you grow, that money will go up. So go ahead, subscribe, comment to enter. Enjoy the show.
Now,
Oh,
what you talk?
what you sipping on first before we get into this?
Well, we sipping on that perp, but it's
Oh,
green.
that purple, that's green.
We sipping on that lean.
But nah, have you heard that like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method
uh-uh.
for like dieting? Well, not dieting. It's just to like more stay on like actually eating whole foods and shit.
What is
So,
that?
all right, hold on. I want to get it correct. I don't want to. I just did it. I just looked it up today at work, and I was like, you know what? Perfect timing. I gotta go to the store to get some food. So,
Yeah, break it down. Break it down.
all right, hold on. Let me. All right, this is the grocery method. It's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
A lot of people might have heard of this. Some of y'all maybe haven't. So you get 5 vegetables, 4 fruits, 3 proteins, 2 sauces or spreads, and 1 grain. Pretty
Hmm.
simple and everything. So, bro, I got. So what I get? I got bell peppers, jalapenos, onions, uh, tomatoes, and I forgot the other thing. The fruits I got: bananas, pineapples, strawberries, and grapes. Sometimes I substitute the grapes for blueberries and everything because I heard blueberries are good for like antioxidants and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I kind of fucked up on the protein and everything. I kind of went 4 on that because I forgot like eggs and everything is kind of as protein, but I said, you know what, that's just for breakfast. But I got ground beef, fish, and chicken. Sauces, I really don't eat a lot of sauces to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's either like hot sauce or like something like that. And then like a grain, let's pick some rice because you know you can throw rice with anything. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I went to what's it called? Costco, did all that, all for like $100, bro. Gonna have me for like a good like week and a half. I already got the
Yeah.
bread and everything, dog.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
solid.
Let me show you the
What we eating? What we got? Is that rice?
that's the rice ground beef with the bell peppers and some jalapenos in it and everything.
There
So
you go.
bro, like we gonna test it out, Finis. We gonna test it out, bro. So
Yeah, shit. It might be working. I just been on my same meal prep grind. It's just, I eat pretty much the same thing every week, and then I just alternate weeks. But yeah, I'm heavy on the protein. But I'm actually upping my fruit. I'm eating mangoes with my chicken and baked potato, and then I think I'm gonna switch out because the mangoes they're messy, bro. Like they're so juicy that I'm thinking I'm gonna switch out the mangoes for apples. But I'm trying to eat. I'm eating a fruit bear, and then I eat two
try
bananas.
pineapples, bro. Like
I
actually
don't
buy.
like pineapples.
Damn,
I don't like pineapples. They're too strong.
they are, but I love me some pineapples, bro.
But yeah, I'm gonna do apples because I'm also fruits can get expensive. So I'm trying to stay on the cheap end of fruit. And apples are pretty cheap. And just do an apple or two. I might do because one apple's not enough. I might do 2 apples. So I do 2 bananas and 2 apples every day, pretty much. And then vegetable. I mean, I don't even count a potato as technically a vegetable, but I don't count it as a vegetable. So I don't really eat vegetables for real. Every now and then I'll do like the chicken, rice, and broccoli, like your stereotypical gym rat meal. But I mean, that's once in a blue moon.
I think what I need to start doing because broccoli really doesn't do nothing for me. I think I might. I think personally, me, I think I need to start eating like actual potatoes, like cutting them up and everything, like air frying or fry
Yeah,
or something like that. And I can eat that, for breakfast with some eggs or some shit, or for
bro,
dinner.
that gave me an idea because I normally buy frozen potato wedges from Walmart, the seasoned ones. Fire.
Mm-hmm.
but I might get those potato cutters that you push it and it goes through like the square things to make fries. I might start doing that and make my own fries, season them, and then just because I eat so many potatoes. And instead of buying potato wedges, I can just make my own fries, season them, and then freeze them. Because I have my freezer is just full of just portioned out. I got mac and cheese, 5 ounce mac and cheese section down to 5 ounces in freezer bags in the freezer, and I'll just take it out the night before. So the next day for dinner, the mac and cheese is thawed out. My mini fridge, my room has maybe 12 to 15 just 6 ounce burger patties that I just made because I buy the 5 pound ground of beef all at once, and I just weigh everything, section it out. So sometimes I'll make 2 or 3 weeks worth of food. So I do that. So whenever there's a week where money's a little tight, I got a surplus. I don't have to buy ground beef that week type shit. That's how I have my chicken. Uh, did I send you that picture where I had that chicken in the bowl that I was making last week?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I sent in the group. I'm gonna try to find it, but dude, I found this hack. So I was eating chicken breasts. I was eating chicken every day. Chicken breast. Chicken breast is straight, but I would just do 6 ounces of chicken, and then I'd get a medium sized potato. So like anywhere from 10 to like 13 pounds. 15 and up are like the big ones. I try to save my big ones for my pork steak dinner. So I'm eating like a medium sized potato, and then I'll just bring some shredded cheese, some salt, and that's all I'll throw in there. Sometimes I'll get fancy, throw some bacon bits in there. But one chicken breast is not expensive. I can probably get 2 weeks worth of chicken breast for $11 at Walmart. Last time I checked, it was like 11 something. But the chicken breast gets old because if you cook it perfectly and you try to freeze them and section them out, when you go to microwave them, it dries out real quick. Like you gotta microwave it perfectly so you don't overcook it. So like you gotta like wet a paper towel and put it over it so it steams it. Well, I found they have this big 5 pound bag of chicken legs. Chicken legs don't have as much protein, but it's still fair. It has a little more fat content, but it's still fairly good, especially for what I'm doing with the protein. And actually, I can look that up real quick because I have the nutrition of it in my
Have you
app.
never got? Have you never done chicken thighs?
Their base chicken thighs are kind of like chicken legs. They got a little more fat, but the chicken thighs is very similar to the breast. Now the chicken thighs, since they got more fat, it will cook a little better because the chicken breast is so lean. There's no fat to add juice to it for real. So if you don't cook it right, it dries super quick. I did do chicken thighs for a little bit, but then
I think you get a little bit more flavor out of it just because the fat and everything.
100%, 100%. So let me see, because I normally do about
I ain't
eight
gonna lie,
ounces.
bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. I might start eating this shit day by day, bro, because this shit is so fucking good.
Okay, so I do so each on average one chicken leg. So it's a 5 pound bag. One chicken leg is about 4 ounces. I eat two chicken legs because they're pretty thick chicken legs. I'll eat two. That's on average. Some of them are a little more, some are a little less. But 8 ounces of chicken legs. So basically, two chicken legs is 332 calories, which is still not a lot. 38 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat. So I do that. I'll do a baked potato, and then I do my mango or two apples. Bro, $5 for 2 weeks worth of chicken legs, bro, at Walmart. It was a steal, bro. I'm like, oh, $5, basically $2.50 per week. Because it comes with, because I do the way my meals are set up for the chicken, I only need two legs Monday through Thursday. Because Friday on my way to gym, I stop and get food, so I don't meal prep that meal. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I do two legs, and it comes so that's 8 legs a week. It came with 16 legs for $5, bro.
Yeah.
I found a cheat to the system, bro. And then I still will put it in the bowl, and I'll put the oil, the vegetable oil, and I'll season it, and you like toss it or whatever, and then throw it in the oven. You put it 405, 10 minutes one side, flip it 10 minutes the other side, done, 20 minutes.
I'm not a big bake type of dude though.
I'm not either. I prefer the air fry, but my air fryer is small. I can only cook two wings at a time. So I to just save time, I just make all of it. But with the oil a little bit, it does help with making it a little more like a. It's still not crispy like a fried chicken, but doing it with the vegetable oil with the seasoning is a lot better than just dry cooking with seasoning.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I found a hack, bro.
I didn't know that people, bro. I didn't. I thought just because I've been cooking for like a long time, like since I was like
Mm-hmm.
15 and shit. It amazes me that some people don't put any like type of oil on their chicken when they put in the air fryer. I'm like, so you just put that shit in dry, bro? It's like that's why that junk just, yeah, bro. That's why that junk don't be tasting like it's supposed to, in my opinion. You gotta put a little something on it. It's like
Yeah,
you don't put that shit you don't put that shit in a pan without no oil or no butter. Right? You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, just a little some,
Yeah, you got to. You got to. But
a little some.
a little something. But man, what's new with you?
Man, this is the last week of the semester, bro. I can't wait for the summer to start. Getting close to this Alaska trip. I got my schedule for Alaska, and I present my outreach education research, or I guess education outreach. I present on Monday, and I present my research on Tuesday, which means I'm done on day 2. I'm done with my presentation I got to give. I'm done with my eye poster, or my I guess my oral presentation. I'm done with my eye poster. So that means Wednesday to Friday, your boy chilling, bro. The best schedule is having all your stuff done early. Because the very first conference I went to, bro, I think so. We got there,
That Milo's, by the way.
bro. How much is that? The low sugar one? Or is that the regular one?
It's the regular one.
Bro, the low sugar one is not good. I had the low sugar one a little bit ago, and it was not good. The regular one's fire though.
Bro, I always pick this up because the only thing I really drink is this and water, and then like a little bit of body armor when I'm just at the gas station if I'm, want something. But
Yeah. Um, but the very first conference I went to, dude, we got there on a Sunday, and it's Sunday. It was Sunday to Friday, right? And I presented on Thursday. So, some people like, especially some people are like, some people prefer to go like last or towards the end because they don't like going first. But I didn't like it because even though we get there Sunday, I had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to kind of chill because I didn't do anything till Thursday. And I only had one thing to do. I never felt like I was able to relax because every day I'm like, oh, I think I can make this a little better. I'm watching other people do their stuff. It's like, oh, I think I can do this, do that. Bro, the second conference I went to, I was done on the third day. And so I had 3 days after that because you're usually there about a week. I was done on the third day, and I was like, dude, being done early, once you finish and you don't have to like present or talk anymore, it's like, oh, I'm on vacation now. Like you can like, kind of like, so the fact that I'm done on the second day, I was hoping I had both my stuff on Monday, but I'm done the second day, and then I still got to make our itinerary for next week.
yeah, bro, like I don't really care what we do. Shit, bro, we can sit in the house all fucking day. I don't give a damn. I'm just glad that I'm getting out the house and doing something.
Just getting
Um,
away.
yeah, yeah, to be honest, because like I told you, once I find this new job, I'm gonna put in my PTO, come back. Here you go. Like I said, find every dog got their motherfucking day. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I'm not gonna fake it, dude. I was working. I don't know what day it was. It might have been Thursday. It might have been Thursday or Sunday. This past weekend, dude. I'm sitting there at Shoe Palace, and I'm sitting there like, bro, like I'm ready to get a big boy job, bro. Like I was low key thinking about I'm not gonna like get another job. I'm gonna stay with Shoe Palace until I graduate, unless something just crazy like opportunity comes across, which I highly doubt. But if an opportunity like that comes across, I'll take that. But I don't plan on leaving Shoe Palace because one, I've been with the company since 2021, so going on 4 years. It'll be 4 years. 4 years in August. Anyway, and so it's like pretty much my job is secured. You know, I see you've seen the picture I sent and like my productivity. So like
Yeah,
I'm like
that's crazy. That's crazy numbers, by the way.
yeah, like just I'm out there like I'm a high I'm a top. You know what's the saying like you got 20% of your top 20% will be responsible for 80% of your productivity. I'm in that top 20% type shit. And but I was like, bro, I don't love the job. I like the job. I'm competitive, so when I show up, like I go crazy. But I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, I just don't like being in retail at all. And every time I'm there, especially on like long days, like during the week, my Thursday I work a open to close. I'm just there half the time, like, dude, I want to find another job, bro. That pays that pays more and I can work less. But then I'm like, realistically, if I find another job, I'm gonna have to be, I don't know, dude. I've just been thinking. But as of right now, I'm not going nowhere. And we didn't get a raise this past year because we had gotten a raise every year I was there. And then this year we didn't get one. And I'm like, and you know, now everything's going up, everything's getting more expensive. And even the raise we get, it's $1 raise. And so it's like, yeah, it's better than nothing. So I don't want to sound like I'm not grateful, but like every year when things are getting more expensive and they give you $1 raise as kind of like, all right, we gave you a raise. So like this, you should be okay. Yada, yada, yada. And it's like, dude, $1.
No, it's like no, like bro, it's crazy because with my company that I work for, the amount of like the base salary does not match the cost of living. And they
Right.
say this the other day. They said, to be honest, Nashville's not even like in the top 25 cities right now that is in that category to even get a raise. I said, are you fucking kidding me? I was like,
Or
hell,
like the cost of living to live there.
yeah, they're just like you guys aren't even like on the cusp of even getting like a like the company basically said you're not on like Nashville is not on the cusp of even getting like a cost of living raise. And I said, all right, bro, what other 20 cities are there that's above Nashville right now? Like realistically, like let's be honest. Because for the
Right.
last 5 years and everything, it's been crazy. Like they building homes and everything. You got people from California, New York that are coming here buying money cash and everything, but still getting paid in like New York, like cost of living and everything. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. But the thing about it too is like they still keep their wages, but they still get the income tax. I mean, they don't get the
Yeah.
income tax because they sit here, which is beyond me. So yeah, man, I don't know what the hell they looking at, but
Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. But because well, the thing with me is with that logic is it shouldn't matter where Nashville ranks in cost of living. It should matter, does the pay in Nashville meet Nashville's cost of living? That's what
no,
should matter. You see what I'm
no,
saying? It shouldn't matter that, oh, well, California and New York City, their cost of living is here, so we're not going to get. No, 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 no. That's irrelevant. Look at the state of Tennessee, or even look at the city of Nashville. How much does it cost to live here? Do our wages reflect that? If the answer is no, fix it or give the raise to meet it. If it does fit, then that's when you're like, well, the cost of based on our wages and hours, the cost of living matches what our pay is, yada yada yada. Then you can have that argument, but you shouldn't be comparing to other states. That doesn't make any sense.
hmm it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, but like I said, man. Actually, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll say it on here. If people see that my company, I don't give a damn. But it's like, yeah, man, I I don't give a damn. Fine, I'm like, bro, I just don't care, bro. It's just like it's to the fact, God, Lee Jason Tatum is shooting horrible. 4 for 12 from three.
Here we go.
God. But Yeah, man. It's just like the crazy. I hate to use this and everything, but it's like, bro, I got a big boy job and everything like that. I've been there for almost 5 years. It just ain't cutting it, bro. It just ain't cutting it. It's just like I'm about to turn 30. Like, yeah, I want to make more and everything, but the reason why I want to make more because I want to actually save up and buy potentially. I don't know if I want a house or I want to buy a rental property. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet because I don't need a house right now for the space. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of space for me and everything. I'm cool with
Mhm.
apartment. So if I can get like a rental property, rent it out, do whatever I need to do, make a little bit of money and like, have a little bit of money like that goes in my pocket after, like I'm cool on that until the housing because the housing market right now is just crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
all these like I mean, dude, you can find like a 3,000 a $300,000 house and everything. It's probably not going to be in the best neighborhood and everything. You want to get a good house or like a townhouse, you gonna pay probably 500,000 or close to it, which is crazy to me. And the thing about it too, they be throwing up these skinny houses so quick, and you just like, yeah, it looks nice, but is it gonna hold up? That's the thing. Like bro, they throw these mother. You'll look at you'll look at it. They start building the foundation. You'll pull back around a month later, the whole thing built. You got four houses down the block. I'm like, that don't add up to me. Like,
And with that, you also got to think about like back in the day, at least the patterns I've noticed back in the day is you could buy your first home and it would have enough space for you to grow into to an extent, but you could grow into a home where you buy your first home and then you could probably have maybe two, maybe three kids and you and a wife, like a house of five and between a I'm trying to think my parents' house was a two-bedroom and there was four of us. Obviously, me and Kylan had to share a bed, and then Trey came in and he had his own room when he was a baby, yada yada yada. And eventually, I got my own room. We converted one of the living spaces to a bedroom, but you could grow into it. And now, with like you said, those small homes, yeah, you can buy it now, but once you have a get married, have family and kids, then it's like, oh, we gotta find a bigger spot. There's no like room to grow and like long term with some of these houses either.
the thing with me, dude, and then I hate to say this, it's like, bro, houses are getting so expensive. I don't think there's going to be a point where nobody's really buying houses. They just renting
Yeah.
because it's so much and everything. And it's funny too. I was talking to this dude over the weekend, just at the gym and everything, and because I had a UTC shirt on and everything. He was like, "Oh, did you go there?" I was like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I heard of them from like going to the tournament and stuff." And I just, we just started chit chatting and everything. He was like, "Yeah, I work in finance and investments and everything." And he's actually from Indiana and everything. He was down here just with his son and everything because he was packing up his stuff, um,
Mm.
packing up his son's stuff because he goes to Vanderbilt and it was move out. We just got chit chatting and everything. He was like, "Yeah, man, like, how do you feel about the housing market?" I was like, to be honest, I was like, the way it's going right now, I was like, if I do get like my actual house and buy it, I was like, I can't see it. I can't see myself until like at the age of 40 to actually like obtain it and like actually pay for it, like with money and everything. And
Yeah, being able to afford it.
yeah, be able to afford it. And he literally looked at me. He goes like, I hate to break it to you, man, but he's like the trend right now. He was like, by that time, he was like, nobody's going to be able to buy houses. Um, it's just going to be renting and everything like that. So, but he's
Yeah,
like,
that's
but he said what you can, but he said what could happen is that you stay at a spot for so long and you keep on renting it out. Maybe the owner might just be like, and he's making money off of you, like that's the game plan and everything. He's gonna pocket a little bit of the money. At some point, he's gonna go probably he's probably gonna go buy another rental property and they have so many rental properties. He's like, they're gonna have to like sell it because once you get too many properties, you got to start having like somebody manage the stuff and everything. And that's just too
yeah.
much. You can't. Let's say you got 10 spots all around Nashville or in different states, especially if it's in different states. Like you're gonna have to have somebody to manage that and everything. That's money out your pocket and everything that you got to break bread with that person or that company and everything to run it. And He was like, I literally cannot see. He was like, if you are really like a self-made person and everything, and is a grinder, yeah, you can manage it and everything. But he's like, that's worse than a full-time job. So
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. The biggest problem is like you said, by the time, at least as a like for a single individual, like me, for my example, like where I'm at right now, dude, by the time I could save up to put down a legit down payment and be able to afford a mortgage on a house, like you said, we're going to be so. And then by the time we're at that age, the prices are going to be even more than what you see. I'm saying, like, it's this weird paradox where it's like by the time you save up for what you could afford at that time, like right now, 10 years from now, dude, houses are going to be even more expensive. I do think though, the overbuilding, because there's a lot of places that are building these houses that they literally can't get people in. One, because they're overcharging, because they're building them up, making them new state of the art, and they're kind of gentrifying the area. So they're going to up the charge because you're in a nice area. You got all these things and shopping malls and stores and
especially if the
restaurants.
schools around, bro, that bumps the prices up a lot more,
Right.
bro.
So you have all these houses that people can't afford. So I do think there might be a little bit of correction to where if you build a house, or let's say you build a neighborhood, and you say based on the surrounding neighborhoods, the price of this neighborhood should be, let's say, $600,000 per house. Let's say it's like a cookie cutter neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, one, the people that live in the neighboring houses, a lot of those people bought the houses cheaper than what they're worth now. So it's not like these people. There are certain instances where like maybe there's a lot of people that just moved to a neighborhood from a different state, but for the most part, let's just say your typical neighborhood in the city, in a city, generally those people bought the houses years ago for cheaper. The prices of them have gone up in value because the area's been, money's been invested to the area, so it's just a more expensive area to live in. So when you say that the neighboring houses are worth $600,000, the people in those houses didn't pay $600,000 for them. That's how much they're worth. So now you're basing, let's say, this brand new neighborhood, you're pricing the house at $600,000. And let's say, for example, the people that live in this city or neighborhood don't make that level of income. At some point, you have unsold houses. So what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to drop the prices on the houses. That's where I think eventually, when there's always a correction in the market, right? Like we saw it with obviously 2008 with the real estate crash or whatever, it went down. But if you look at it now, it's bounced back, and it's recouped, and it's even further from where it was in 2008. There's always a correction, even if there's a total crash. It eventually comes back because people are going to need, like, real estate's one of those things. People are always going to need places to live. That's probably never going to change. At least in the near future, people are going to always need somewhere to stay to live. So I do think there might be a correction to where these people are overbuilding, because I think you had the great migration because of COVID. People left California, went to Nashville, went to Texas, went to Florida, all these big no state income tax states. They went to these places. So a lot of these places out here are just like San Antonio, Austin, building. Everywhere you look, there's a sign with a new neighborhood coming up, or you see neighborhoods just being built. Except same in Nashville. You go to Spring Hill. Every time I go back home, there's a new neighborhood every year built there. They're doing the same in Florida.
Hey,
So
hey, hey, hey. Next place is Lewisburg. What they gonna build up, bro? They got so much land out there. It's like, have you been to Lewisburg outside of Columbia?
is it south of Columbia or north of Columbia?
South.
Not often. I think I've been there a few times.
Well, Hunter's granddad-in-law, I think that's the right term. He lives out there, and then like that's where we go golf and everything too.
Mhm.
Bro, nothing but land out there.
Yeah, all of that.
Nothing but
I think
land,
they're going to
bro.
start building up Columbia. Columbia, so you know how like Franklin, Spring Hill area was where if you worked in Nashville but you couldn't afford to live in Nashville,
Mute.
Franklin, Spring Hill, Wilson County area is where people would go because it was a little more affordable out of the city. Now Franklin, Spring Hill area is becoming that area is becoming more expensive. Columbia is getting ready to be the new Franklin, the new where you go to Columbia. It's a lot more affordable. but they're gonna build that up to where Columbia is gonna be too expensive. It's gonna slowly just start doing this
It
as they build
already
around.
is low key, bro, and they building up Clarksville and everything. They got the military base, so I already knew that was gonna happen just because
Yeah,
the military base right there. Um, Bellevue is kind of like Franklin in a way where I live and everything. They actually started breaking ground right next to my apartment and everything. I think they about to build some townhomes and stuff over there. Which I might peep to see. You know what I'm saying? Might see what they're
yeah,
talking about. But but yeah, man, it's they pushing all the way out to like Dixon and everything like that. Ashland City, which is like a little suburbs, like next to Dixon and everything. I mean, dog, like it's gonna be weird, and I feel like that's all gonna trickle over to like Jackson and everything like that. Like here, I
yeah.
guarantee the next like 10 years, it's gonna keep on spreading out and everything, just because we don't have the income tax and everything like that.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and then, oh my God, have you seen what they about to do to Nashville?
Mm-mm.
Let me show you this.
Like in the city.
Yeah, uh, they got this crazy ass development.
Does that have to do with the new stadium that they're building in downtown? That area they're building around it?
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Let me share my screen. Hold on. How you do this on here?
Shoot. I don't know how to on my iPad it's got a little different setup.
Here it is. Hold on. We're gonna do this real quick. If I can show you. Right. It's about to be dumb.
And it's gonna be more expensive.
Oh, oh, yes, it will, my brother. Hold on. Where the is this? Hold
Let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see where Nashville will be in the next
Anyways, I can't fucking do it right now.
where
But
it'll
you
be
can
the
look
next
it
5
up. You can look it up and everything. Bro, this is what they about to do around the Cumberland River. It's called the East Bank Development. Just look at this real quick. It's all backwards and everything, but like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to look at it, bro. It's boy, shit finna get real.
Yeah, yeah, Nashville has a lot of untapped potential because there's so much. I'm gonna be honest though. The one thing I loved about Nashville is that it was a big city, but you could get away from the big city vibes by going like Thompson Station, which I appreciate. Thompson Station has done the best it can to keep that like that rural like country vibe, especially if you go like the back roads of Thompson Station. And I appreciate the nature that Tennessee has enveloped into some of its surrounding areas outside of Nashville. Like as soon as you get out of Nashville going west towards Memphis, it is interstate and just these giant trees, very nature. A lot of that stuff's going to be gone. And it's
Yeah.
going to feel like an industrial, which Nashville is a big industrial city, but there's so much nature around it. I don't want to see all of that stuff go. Like I miss driving back home and seeing the cows and hay bales on
You
the side
know,
of the road.
you know how you stop that though? You gotta have people buy that land, bro. So like when the government want to come in and do something, it's like, nah, you gotta pay a pretty penny to take over this and everything.
That's what like a lot of the land in Thompson Station. Like you know how they wanted to expand the road to make you know how like by Independence they got the wide road. They wanted to take that all the way through Spring Hill, but Thompson Station's like, no, we're not. The people that bought that land were like, no, y'all aren't finna like just start building on our land like that.
Nah. That's what I said, man. If the government wanted, it's just like you gotta throw me some M's for me to do that.
Best believe
And to
it.
be and to be honest, Finest, at that point, I don't know if I would give it up because they ain't making land no more.
No, they're not.
So
Unless you're Disney. They
yeah.
find a way. They find a way.
I got a question for you though. Do you
Yeah.
think that would trickle out to like the southern part of like Alabama, like Mississippi, Arkansas? Because outside of Fayetteville, where the university's at, there's really nothing out there. Like where does your family stay at in Arkansas and everything?
Uh, Forest City and Lakeview.
See, most of my family that's in Arkansas is in Pine Bluff, in like their neighbors are probably like 5 miles down the road.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where they went to. They both my parents went to college, UAPB.
yeah, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
small town.
but that's a lot of farmland and everything, like cotton, like corn, like all that stuff and everything. And
Hmm.
it's just miles and miles and miles of it. So it's just like, are they gonna take the risk of doing that where they have all those crops and everything? Which I feel like they would just because so they can build something out, but that's gonna mess with the farmers and everything with their income.
Yeah, I think it'd be harder to do that from farmers because a lot of them, their livelihood is obviously, like you said, like if a company comes in, hey, we'll give you 100 million for this land, the, their livelihood won't matter anymore because they can just invest that and retire off the 100 mil. But like you said, it'd be hard to just throw money at people who's one, like our family farm has been in the family for generations. Finis the first purchased that land that we have because he was a sharecropper. So my family, we're descendants of sharecroppers. So having that family farm is means more than just the monetary value of the land. It's what my great finest the first had to go through, one, to get that land back in the time where getting land, especially as African American, was no easy task, and then to keep it for so long, farm on it. Pretty much the life that me and my family have came from that farm. So I think a lot of farmers will have more than just a monetary value to it, but just a sentimental, like my, being black, our history. There wasn't documentation of like our ancestors. We know most of them came from West Africa. When they got here, they had different names. Some of them that were born into slavery don't have names or were given names, but didn't go by, it was the wild wild west. And so that's why there's not a lot of written records of when our people got here from back then to now, of where we're actually from, who our people really are, right? And so for me and my family, the furthest we go back is Finest the First and that land. So there's like a sentimental value to that land because that's where my history starts, which wasn't that long ago, maybe 150-ish years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's funny that you say that, dude, because like my whole family originated from Arkansas and everything. I never got to meet my granddad or grandma. They passed away even before I was even thought about and everything like that. And when we go down and everything to see, like I don't really have that many family members that are alive that are from Arkansas. But when I did, I would go back down there. And you know how like I'm pretty sure your grandparents have like the old school pictures and everything like that, like around the house.
mm-hmm.
I remember there's this one picture. It's of my great granddad. It's like literally like 18 something or something like that. 1890 between like 1910 or something. And you
Yeah,
see him with the picture and he's like he has a shovel or something like that and he's out in the field. I'm like, damn, bro, like that like that's just like a part of like just my family history and everything like that. And we don't really have a lot of things that we can say that's ours except that. So that's why I
right.
think it's more like the sentimental part that you said is just like you try to keep it in the family and everything because that's the only thing that like is that you can really say like, oh, my great granddad did this and everything like that. To where
Yeah,
other people is just like like the like I hate to like not stereotype, but it's just like the Arabian people they have like the gas stations and everything, and then like
right.
the white people have like just wealth and everything just passed down from generation to generations. Maybe they owned a company and everything, and they pass it down and everything. We we don't got that, bro. We we just got land.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 100%. 100%. I think it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out in like 5 to 10 years, or at least where it will be in 5 to 10 years. Calvin,
You know what? We can come back to this episode and see.
or clip that chat.
Clip it.
Chat, go
Clip
ahead
it
and
right now.
Calvin, did we do the NBA trivia game time that I had? I don't remember if we did that one or not.
I don't think we did.
Okay, then I got a game time. We got 20 questions. We'll try to get through in the next 15 minutes.
You gonna do NBA?
Yeah.
I bet. Because I have to say something about my Pistons.
Okay, bet.
You
I'm
gonna
trying
hold
to.
that
All right, I'll try to keep track of how many you get right. We got 20. All right. And
Okay.
this is NBA trivia. It's from 2000 to 2025. So it's not too far back. So it'll be a little easier. All right. I guess I'll just highlight the ones you get right. Okay. Question 1. Which team won the most NBA championships between 2000 and 2025?
Got to be between the Lakers and Spurs. I'm gonna go Lakers.
That is correct. Lakers. All right. I guess I'll just bold it. Who was the first player to be unanimous MVP? I'll give you a hint. It was no. I'll see.
Wrong.
No. I'll give you a hint. Ask for it.
Give me a hint.
It was 2016 MVP.
Oh, Steph.
Steph Curry.
Okay.
Which team did LeBron James win his first NBA title with?
Oh, that's Cavs.
It is
Was
not
it?
Cavs.
Hold on, LeBron.
His first NBA
Oh,
championship.
his first Heat. Was it
Miami Heat.
Yeah.
What year?
13 or 14?
No.
12?
2012.
Okay.
Who was
Hold on. So the Mavs must have won the 11 because
Yeah.
that's okay, yeah. You're
Mavs
right.
won 11.
Okay.
Who was the number 1 overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft? Come on, man. You gotta know this one.
Oh, was that LeBron?
LeBron James.
Okay. Cause I I thought about it because the other day I was watching something about Carmelo's son, and he was asking him, he's like, what year did your dad get drafted? Was it 03 or 04?
Yeah, the
Oh,
same year.
it was 03, okay. I was about to say, because he the third pick?
Yeah, behind Dirko Milicic.
Yeah, what happened to him?
All right. What year did the Golden State Warriors set the regular season record with 73 wins?
Was it 16?
2016. Yes, sir. All right. You are 5 for 5, sir. Which player won back-to-back MVPs in 2019 and 2020?
That'd be Steph.
No, sir.
Braun?
No, sir.
Russell.
No, sir.
Oh my God. Hold on.
2020.
MVP. You said MVP?
Back-to-back MVPs.
What year again?
2019 season and the 2020 season.
KD?
No, sir. Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
He's a overseas player.
Jokic?
Mm-mm.
Overseas, but Dirt?
Mm-mm.
Who could it be? Luca?
Mm-mm.
I don't know this one, bro.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Fuck! I wasn't thinking about him. Damn, I should have known that, bro. All right, it's cool.
All right. Who hit the game-winning shot in Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals?
What year?
2016.
The Steph?
Mm-mm.
Wow, the Knicks just beat Boston at home. That's surprising. Oh wow. Um, is it Braun?
It was not.
I can't think of this one, bro.
I'll give you a hint.
All right.
He was on the cat. He was on the team with LeBron. The famous game 7 shot. The only other superstar on that team.
On the Cavs?
Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. You got it.
You got me strapped, I think. Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie, I had to think about it, bro. My fault. My fault. I'm tripping.
We're good. All right. Which NBA franchise relocated and became the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2008?
Seattle Supersonics.
Seattle Supersonics. Who was the youngest player to score 30,000 career points?
You got to be Braun or Steph.
Which one? You got to
No,
pick one.
Steph.
No, sir.
Braun.
LeBron. Come on, man. The GOAT. Which team ended the war? A lot of these are like kind of the same. Which team ended the Warriors' 73 win season with a finals victory in 2016?
What team ended the Warriors 70?
Yeah, basically, who won the final? Who won the finals in 2016?
Cavs?
Cavs.
Yeah.
What year did Kobe Bryant score 81 points in a single game?
Was it 08?
No, you're close.
10? 2010?
Mm-mm. I'll give you one more. It was earlier than 08.
You gotta be 06.
06.
Okay. Okay.
Who was the overall number? Who was the number one overall pick in 2023 draft?
(2023) It wasn't Anthony Edwards.
Mm-mm.
Give me a hint.
It's another overseas French player.
Oh, Wimby. Was it Wimby?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
was Wemby. Oh, snap. Hold up.
Bro, it's kind of getting hard to remember like when these people got drafted because it seems like they've been in the league for so much longer than they have been.
Jesus, hold up. All right. Which player broke the all-time NBA scoring record?
LeBron?
LeBron James. Come on, man. He said that with some confidence.
Bro, I'm trying to, I'll be thinking too hard now.
Which franchise won its first NBA championship in 2021? Well, hang on. It's their second overall. Their second overall championship.
2021 Raptors?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Nuggets. Was it Nuggets?
Nuggets was the following year. It's a mid-market team.
Oh, Bucks.
Bucks.
Okay.
We got 5 more. This is easy. What team did Tim Duncan play for his entire career?
Spurs.
Which player was nicknamed the Beard and won MVP 2018?
James Harden.
James Harden. Who coached the Miami Heat during the 2012-2013 championship run?
Eric I can't say
Yeah,
that.
Eric Spoelstra.
I was about to say Saffrolosha for a second.
Which NBA player won Finals MVP in 2019 with? I'm not gonna tell you the team because that's gonna give it away.
Steph.
No.
Warriors. 2019?
Yep. Your hint will be the team he played for, but that's going to give it away immediately.
Was it the Raptors?
Yep.
Was
So,
that so Kawhi?
yep.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard. Last two. Which player led the league in triple doubles for multiple seasons in the 2010s?
Was it? I was about to say Russ. Is it Russ?
It is Russell Westbrook. Last one. What year did Kevin Durant join the Warriors?
That 2016?
2016. Yes, sir. So you got all of them right except for one. Two, was it two?
I thought it was like three, to be honest.
Three?
Hey. No. Give me my credit, bro. It's two. It's two. Don't
I
look
don't.
those folks on
I
here.
tried to bold it, but I can't tell which ones are bolder and which ones not. No, question
Hard now.
6. I think two. But yeah,
Ha ha ha.
it's pretty good. Pretty good. What you got for the people before we sign off?
Man, not too much. I don't have. I can't take you serious with the pick right now. I really got nothing to say, but I just gotta say one thing. Pay your fucking student loans now back now. Since 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 they sent that out and everything, I feel bad for people that gotta pay that stuff back, bro. Like, to be honest, like people in the office today were sweating. And you know what? I think I kind of started the madness finance. I was like, we were in the office today, and I was just like, "Hey, man, student loan repayment, who got to pay it?" Everybody just said they said this fine. They said they just started looking down, like, damn,
No, student
damn,
loans is crazy. Y'all heard it here. Make sure you pay them loans.
pay them loans, or your shit gonna get garnished. Thinking that you get a tax refund, ain't no tax refund for y'all if y'all don't pay.
Hey, y'all heard it here. GoT615. Catch you guys next time.